The show that you're watching now is coming to you from Malaga. And where's it coming from, James?
Well, we actually woke up this morning and I kind of sniffed something. We're actually at Brew It in Malaga.
And then you had a shower. Did you smell it anymore?
Yeah, actually it was a lot better after that.
Okay. And
wash is good.
And you might notice they'll have nothing to talk about anymore because the hair's been cut, the mullet's gone. And except now we can talk about the golden member here.
And I'd like to say hello to Christy at JT's in Belmont. How you doing?
That's where you get your hair cut, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
I go to De Blasio and Bassendean. I gotta say it's a blokey kind of place, manly. They got the footy on, kind of a spit in the corner. It's manly. You sit in the chair, they talk about manly stuff. Not this where, you know, you got pretty girls doing your hair. These are ugly. Oh, sorry. These are nice guys. De Blasio and Mrs. De Blasio, their mum actually comes in, offers you a nice cup of tea, coffee while you're waiting. A lovely place. And Bassendean, go if you need a haircut, go see them. And Wayne.
Well, now that Moose has been demullet-sized, it's now we can get on with the show. Now, basically, I'll be doing a little segment on WA for the blind. They've just come back from Finland, and we'll talk about some of the medals and what the experience was like for them. Fantastic group of bowlers, and definitely watched it.
10-pin bowlers. Remember we did a story a couple weeks ago on them, and you're going to show all the medallions and medals they've won.
Yes, and I actually tried to steal a couple of them for myself, but it didn't happen.
No, because you have to earn them. And Action Man, how you going?
Pretty good. I'm sure we'll go inside and find out what's happening inside.
Now today is, as I say, is the big opening, or not an opening, it's a big special day, new owners at the Brew It.
In Malaga.
And we just thought there's a lot of people out there who do brew beer,
Yeah.
and maybe we can pick up some tips for you. So if you're, you know, someone who's a beer brewer or at home and whatever, and you want to find out something, hopefully we'll find out some secrets.
And the real reason is we're coming over here to have brew and have a few hot dogs, but we can gloss it up any way you want.
Really free beer and hot dogs. Let's not lie. Okay? Well, as we always say, let's get the balls and all rolling. And we're going to wander inside. First, I want to say good day to Michelle and also to John. Met him recently. Really nice people. Watch the show all the time.
Yeah.
And we're going to go to a story now while we're wandering in there about some fantastic dancers. Recently, we did the Italian Song Festival, but we've seen some behind the scenes where the crew was practicing dancing.
Didn't one of those dancers actually...
You'd like to really make sure you make this known, wouldn't you?
Make this plug. Now, actually, the choreographer of that dance team,
Angie baby,
was actually one of the dancers that worked with me on. We did a couple
did
of
he
shows
make her work
all over the place. And
How sorry is that?
and believe me, she was more than a sight for sore eyes. Her and her sister and everybody. So check that segment out.
Hi everybody. Well, we're down here on corner of Loftus and Scarborough Beach Road for something pretty exciting. Being a good-looking studly guy that I am, usually there's a whole bunch of gorgeous women hanging around me, and as you can see in the background, that's the case. And I'm talking to one of the angels of it. Her name is Angelina, like Angelina Jolie. Angie. Hi Angie, how you going, darling?
Good, Moose. How are you?
Good. Tell us a bit about, first of all, what is going on here behind us?
Okay, basically what we're doing is rehearsing for the Italian Song Contest, which is happening on Friday night at the Burswood, and these guys, we're rehearsing a couple of numbers for the production that Monique is singing, one of the singers.
Now, actually, if you wanted to go, it's already happened by the time this goes to air, but anyway, they're here practicing. And how long have they been practicing for this? Because it's a big production.
Yeah, it sure is. They've been practicing for about 2 weeks now, so we had a bit of notice, so we're just a couple of weeks.
You smiled when you said that. Do you often get asked, like on the day, can you supply?
Pretty much. We get asked on the day, a week before. Yeah, but it can happen. I mean, things can happen if you want them to. So, yeah.
Now, tell us a bit about you, first of all. What got you involved in dancing? Because you're not just a dancer, you're a choreographer, and in fact, you're putting all the choreography together for this.
Yeah.
Tell us how you kind of got started.
Oh, God, I started dancing when I was very young and just really loved it and pursued it from there. I loved being on stage, and what happened from there just continued. And
You've actually done some with Wayne Simmons as well as dancing, is that right?
Done Wayne Simmons, love you Wayne. We did some backup dancing with Wayne, my sister and I, and that was great. So just keeping in the performing industry here in Perth. Went overseas and did a couple of things, but come back because Perth is my home. Wanted to keep the wanted to keep the talent here in Perth. So what I'm trying to create really is work for the professional dancers here in Perth, and keep it in Perth. Keep the talent in Perth.
Yeah, because really, unfortunately, there isn't a lot really for dancers. They learn, they hone their skills. Is it one of those things everyone trains here and ends up going somewhere else?
Yeah, pretty much. They either go overseas, over east, or they just stop dancing, which is a real shame because there's a lot of talent here. And it's just a shame to see it go. I mean, possibly in the future there'll be a lot more work, and I mean, I know there is myself included with a variety of other teachers and choreographers out there that is aiming for the same thing. So, we're hoping that it will happen sooner rather than later.
Now, someone out there, because while we're touching on that, some young girls or young guys thinking maybe I wouldn't mind, or I don't even know if you have to be young, but if you want to learn a bit about dancing, what's something they should start doing if there's some young people out there say, oh, I'd like to have a go at this?
If they want to start dancing, really, if you love to dance, then just give it a go, basically. But if you want to become a performer, I think mainly you have to have the passion and the dedication, which is what we find that's not happening. That is happening, but what you need to do as a performer is be dedicated, and that's what we need.
Yeah. Now, with the people that get involved, are they like cross-section, like people from all walks of life get involved with this? Definitely. Now, where are we at the moment? Because I mentioned corner of Scarborough.
Yeah, it's at the dance workshop. I teach here on a regular basis, but there's a variety of classes here, from jazz to tap to flamenco. So it's a school, one of the schools that I teach at. It's actually an adult school. So yeah.
So I can come as well.
You can come, Moose. You can get your tap shoes on and your belly dancing gear, and we'll start.
That's a scary thought, isn't it? All right, Angie, now if someone would like to know, to get involved in dancing, where can they go to learn?
Well, just basically... It basically depends where they live, Moose.
So anywhere and everywhere type thing? Because I know over at Hampton High, that's one of the high schools, that they actually have a great dance class.
Yeah, there's Hampton, there's Balcatta, I believe Girraween and John Curtin also have a special dance class for the high school kids. But if you're an adult, I suggest the dance workshop because it's an adult dance school.
Or just re-enroll in high school again.
Yeah, that's it.
There we go. Unfortunately, you got all the bloody homework that goes with it. Now, if someone would like to find out a bit more about you, because you do choreography freelance, as you say, how can they get in touch with you?
Okay. Well, I run also Atomic Dance Agency, and basically what we do is provide professional dancers, as you've seen tonight, for events, functions. We do club podium dances, we do promotions and stuff like that. So if they want to get in touch with me, they can get contact Atomic Dance, and that's in the yellow pages, and the operator.
And the number is?
The number is 9328 8866.
There you go, remember that one. And have you done anything like for a peel-a-thon or telethon or anything?
We've done in the past. We're hoping to do something again this year. We do all that sort of stuff, which is great. Keeps the dancers working and fit. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, if you want to know a bit more about it, give that number. It's on the screen, a call, and Angie will come out and teach you how to dance. That's what it's all done.
Definitely.
Thanks, Angie, for talking to us.
Thank you, Moose. Thank you.
Thanks a lot to that story with Wayne, and if you do want to get some dancing lessons, make sure you give Angie a call. Now I'm speaking with Derrick. How you going, mate?
Morning. Good. Yourself?
Bloody great. Now you're the new owner of You Brew It here in Malaga. Can you tell me a bit about the place?
That's right. We just taken over this week. As you can see, it's a microbrewery. People come in, brew their own beer here. Yeah. We make commercial grade beer. We've got all the equipment, all the ingredients they need. Yeah. Just come in here, book up the time. Yeah. 2 weeks later on, they walk off with their own beer.
Yeah. And how long has You Brew It actually been around here in Perth?
Oh, this You Brew It's been going almost 4 years.
Really?
We have a few other stores around the place, and they're a little bit near. There's one down in Welshpool, which has been going about 18 months. Yeah. Another one in Canning Vale, Midvale, Bustleton. Yeah. They're getting going.
Awesome. Now, obviously, for beer lovers, it's a pretty cheap way to make your own good quality beer, and also, most of the other beers you got your preservatives and stuff in it. It's just a better quality of beer. Or why would anyone someone come down here instead of going and buy it in a carton?
Well, they're coming down here. It's a bit of fun for a start. It's a lot cheaper. We charge customers on the ingredients they use, not the name of the beer they're brewing. We got no preservatives, no chemicals in their beer. It's beer as it should be. It's water, malt, grains, hops. It's beer as it should be, as it always was.
Awesome. Now, can you tell me about the process, how it happens? Obviously, you come in one day, you put your brew down. What kind of process does it go through? Because it's ready in about 2 weeks, isn't it?
Okay, a customer comes in. It'll take them just over an hour to make their brew. We get them a recipe sheet. They follow the recipe sheet. They mix all the ingredients up. Spends an hour cooking in the kettles on the side. I'll take you over there later on. After that, we look after it. We look after the fermentation. We filter it and carbonate it so it's ready to drink. Customers come back in with their bottles. 2 weeks later on, they bottle it, cap it, take it home. It's all done.
Okay, now for anyone out there watching thinks, I'd like to come down and give it a go at either one of the Brew It, either Malaga or Welshville. How you going, Moose? This is good, yes?
The Irish Old is really good. I recommend the Irish Old.
Awesome. I'm trying to do my job, so can you please walk away? Yeah, get out. You know, the boss walking around drinking in front, it's not good. Back to what I was saying before I was rudely interrupted. If anyone out there is watching and thinks we'd like to come down to one of the Brew It stores, is there any specials out there for the viewers we can offer?
Oh, I mean, there's all specials going on. Have to go in the shops, have a look. You'll certainly find us in the yellow pages, all the shops. We've also got a website which will tell you everything about it, how much it costs, all the whole process. Website address is www.ubrewit, that's one word, .com.au. You'll find anything you want on there.
Awesome, man. What is the phone number?
The phone number here is 9248 5700.
Awesome. One more time for the camera.
9248 5700.
Thank you very much for your time. It's a pleasure. We'll be walking around talking to you a little bit later on.
Sounds good. Cheers.
Thank you. And we're actually going to go to a break and I'm going to sample some more of this Irish Old. So we'll be back shortly.
Welcome back, everybody. We're still in the crowd here. Needless to say, there's free beer and hot dogs. And you see some of the guys here who brew the beer. They're a lot of the people that are here today are actually long-time brewers. They come down and brew for a while. And we got Con right here. Con's one of the brewers as well. How you going, Con?
Good, thank you.
And you enjoying a drop there?
Oh yes, nice little quiet one and beautiful. Good surroundings.
And nice people to be with. What do you reckon?
Oh yes.
Yeah, salt of the earth and all that other crap.
Yeah. Only way to travel.
Hey, mate, what's your name?
Craig.
Craig, you one of the brewers here, or come down for the first time?
Yeah, man.
Yeah?
Yep.
Not a bad drop, is it?
No, it's pretty good, yeah. Good to go.
And your name?
Steve, mate.
Steve?
Yep.
And you one of the regulars down here?
Yeah, I try to be. And beautiful drop.
I'm told a lot of you guys, you actually put in like a brew and then a couple of weeks later come and do another one, so you're bottling and all that all the time?
Yeah. It's pretty good.
And any specialties your name is?
Yeah, John's the name.
John, how you going, mate?
Yeah, good, mate.
What specialty, what kind of beer you like the best?
Oh, the whole lot, mate. Yeah, they're all good.
What are you doing here? You know, John, you're a nice guy, but you're standing next to some dubious people.
No, mate, I'm better looking than that.
Well, he's got the golden tips. We've renamed him the golden member. You know?
Is that right?
So are you going to ask me a question or just stand there?
Oh, yeah. Do you brew here often?
Yes, actually I'm a regular down here.
Go away. And over here I've got Mick here. Some of you people over at Schweppes will say you will know Mick. How you go, Mick?
Oh, very good.
Now, Mick, tell us a bit about your brewing style, your setup here.
Well, I like to bottle me beer for me mate Con, and we do a very light one so that there's no sugar for his diabetes.
This is for our friend over here, Con?
Con, yes. Yeah. And it goes down quite well. Very enjoyable beer.
So it's for diabetics, people who are diabetes, they can have it without sugar?
Oh, I reckon they can.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So how do you get it to work and all that? What do you do? Because we all know that sugar is what makes it get the bubbles and everything.
Well, we do it. We don't put the dextrose in it, and it seems to work well.
Just with glucose and still comes out a good brew?
Yeah, it does.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff. All right, well, that's Mick there. Say good day to everyone from Schweppes.
Schweppes. Oh, the brewers.
There you go. There you go. And I got another bloke bloke here, this bloke right here.
Yes.
He's just pouring himself a beer. Hey, g'day, mate. What's your name?
Well, Brian Clayton.
Brian, and what's one of you? I see you got a glass in each hand, mate.
Shaggy dry.
Yeah?
Yep, it's beautiful.
And
very beautiful.
We see you actually got the shirt on. So you work here? What's the deal here?
No. We, me and my mate done the 10,000 brew here.
Okay.
So they gave us a little present of a hat and a shirt to say that we've done 10,000 brews.
That's fantastic.
So a great mob here.
And of course you drink it all yourself, don't share it?
My word, we do.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I share it too.
What's your favourite of all the brews? Because how many brews are there?
Well, there's about 90 odd brews off the head, you know. But we do the old Carlton Crown, which is called Kings.
Kings?
Beautiful. Beautiful, yes.
And the other good thing is too, I've been told that it comes out of the tap cold as you're brewing, as you're bottling it.
Yes, it does. We have a few little ones on the side.
Yeah.
We enjoy it.
Good stuff.
But this is the way to go.
Good fun.
It beats the old multinationals.
Yeah, did you brew at home before you came here or what?
I tried it, but I busted all my bottles.
Yeah. I've been known to do that
Yes,
as well.
it wasn't worth the trouble. So I found this is the better way to go, and this is the way to go.
Good stuff.
Beautiful.
All right, well, thanks for that.
No worries.
Now we're going to catch up with Wayne. He's wandering around here somewhere. Thanks a lot for that, and I'll be back later on.
Now I'm here with Peter Hoare, Paul Hogan's cousin. How you doing, Peter?
I'm well, thanks. How you going?
Oh, good. Now, you're the former owner of this place. What got this started? Were you pissed one night and thought it would be nice to have your own brewery, or what happened?
Yeah, something like that, but actually myself and my partner used to brew at another place, and we just decided it was too far to travel, so we built one a bit closer to where we live. So the worst case scenario, we get a lot cheaper beer and a lot better beer.
That's a good point there too. And closer, then when you finish getting pissed, you just stumble home. I like that. Now, also too, like how many people would work here in a normal day?
We've now normally got about 4 people here, which look after the place, but the customers generally do most of the stuff themselves. We just help them out, give them a few ideas, and allow them to brew whatever beer they want to brew, basically.
Okay, then. Now, we've sampled it today. I mean, people like Action Man and James have been sampling all kinds of beers here today, and they're a little bit hungover and feeling good about themselves, so it's definitely a good beer. I was wondering if you could take us through, and just for some people at home to find out what the process is like to brew beer.
Yeah, well, basically, at you brew it, you can brew whatever beer you like. You know, there's so many different beers on the market, but there's certain styles of beer all through Europe and whatever, and whatever style of beer you like, you can brew using our equipment, our ingredients, recipes and know-how, and just get a great beer and at a fraction of the cost you would pay normally.
Okay, now the process for somebody to do that, if they come in here and say they want to brew Heineken or whatever, what happens then?
Well, we basically what happens is a customer would ring up, make a phone call, book a time to come down and brew, select a beer of your choice, which we do about 110 different beers. Wow. It takes them about an hour and a quarter to put their beer together. We then look after that beer for a minimum of 2 weeks. After the 2 weeks, the customer comes back with their clean bottles, make sure they're clean, and we give them a bit quick sanitise here, and it takes them about an hour to fill them up, and they drink their beer straight away. It's preservative free, ready to rock and roll.
Oh, that's excellent. Speaking of sanitation, we've got a few members in our staff we want to sanitize too. And if you noticed, Moose no longer has a mullet. I just thought I'd bring that up. He actually got a haircut, thank God, and we're very happy about that. Now, if we were walking through here and if somebody was coming to brew, where would they start?
Okay, well basically it's not here. We start over at the main counter, where you would select whatever recipe you want to brew. Then you would come down, you can see all the ingredients here, different types of malt extracts. In the fridge over the back there we've got hops and grains and all that sort of stuff. You put all that together, it only takes a few minutes, and then we go into the kettles. The beer goes into the kettles, brews up for over an hour and a quarter in certain intervals. Different ingredients get added at different times for bitterness, for aroma, for flavour and so forth. Once that's finished, the beer then gets transferred through our filter assembly into a fermenting container, and then that gets looked after out the back in the cool rooms.
Oh, excellent. Now once it reaches the cool rooms, how long before it's ready to go?
We generally allow the beers to ferment between 7 and 10 days. Most of them finished after about 7, but we generally try to let them go to mature a bit for 10 days. After that, we then test the beers for the customer, make sure they've done what they're supposed to do, and then they get moved into a chiller room, which chills the beers down, allows them to settle and clear up a bit, and get ready for when they're finally filtered and prepared for the customer to put in their bottles.
Wow. Now, when the customers come in and it gets to that point, how much of the brew do normally people take out of here? What kind of quantities are we talking?
Well, each brew does 50 litres, so it's approximately 5.5 cartons of 375ml stubbies. Depending on the beer, some of the heavier beers you get slightly less. Your lighter bodied beers you may get a little bit more as far as your yield amounts. But yeah, generally between 5.5 and 6 cartons of stubbies.
Wow, yeah, that'll do you. That's a good little garden party for you. Now, is there anybody you'd like to thank as we're going along?
Well, just basically everybody that's been involved, all our customers that are here today. Jeff and I have moved out of Brew It Malaga, but Brew It's growing. We're heading over east over the next couple of months, and all these customers here, they're the people we like to thank because they're the ones that enjoy the beer, have supported us, and we'll hopefully keep supporting them.
Oh, that's brilliant. Now, if there's a phone number, if somebody wanted to reach here?
Yeah, well, you're better off looking in the yellow pages because we've got in Perth, we've got 5 stores. Okay. We have Brew It in Malaga, Welshpool, Canning Vale, Midvale, and if you're down the sunny southwest in Bustleton.
Beautiful. And now we're going to go to a break, but before we go to a break, I actually got a story I'm supposed to do, and it was a story done at the Blind Association of WA. It just came back from their Olympics in bowling, and that was in Finland, and check out the story. There's some great people there. We're actually here at Vic Park, and we're here for the Association of Blind, and we're going to talk to Ron Anderson, and he's going to tell us what the event is about today. How you doing, Ron?
I'm good, Wayne. How are you?
Okay, then I think I better hold the mic because you're as bad as me, so I might not get it back. But
give me 5.
All right, we're going to go do another interview. No, just kidding. Just kidding. Anyway, Ron, could you tell us what's happening today?
Okay, Wayne, I'd like to introduce the team as you showed on our training in the previous Balls and All shows. This is our team from Western Australia, apart from our coach who's now in Sydney coaching another team. But here's Murray Buck in the front, Pearl Sumner in the middle, Nicole Foynes, Phil Lightbody. I'm blind, I can't see him. Who's that? Des, Big Ian, and Harold Carr, and myself. We're the West Australian segment of the Australian team that went away, and as you saw, we've won 11 medals that came back. Not just us, but the Australian team.
Oh, excellent. Now, how long has this team been together?
We've been training since we were selected in January, but we trained for about 9 months last year to get the teams ready. We have members behind here who are all trained. Young Joel was unlucky not to get in. Richard was unlucky. Malcolm. We've got some very good bowlers sitting behind here who should have gone as well.
Oh, excellent. Now, the association itself, how long has it been going?
Our Association for Blind has been here for many, many years. I've been here 28, and I'm only a baby. Right? So, the formation of our blind bowling competitive team has been going for 12 months. We've been teaching 10-pin bowling at Fairlanes since 1976.
Okay, then. Well, I'm used to getting dogs, so I think I better ask about these puppies up front. You want to tell us about that?
Yeah, Wayne, what we're showing here is these are the Arnold dogs that we want to be able to get people in the public to buy at the bowling centres. So as every one they get, we get $5 ready to go to USA. Because we had 2 years to get our team ready and send a team to USA, to your hometown up there. We're actually going to Las Vegas.
Oh, Las Vegas, all right.
The biggest bowling centre in the world. River, Las Vegas.
You can almost hear Elvis calling.
He's just been at the Burswood.
Thank you, ma'am.
But we certainly, to be real, we have got the talent in Australia to actually win a few gold medals. I'm sorry, but we went away and we should have won more gold than we did, but we will make amends next time.
Okay then, and we're gonna
some of the guys.
We're gonna actually speak to some of the guys. That was good for him to come up with that. He's saying that and he was grabbing the mic. Speak to the other guys. Well, as we move along, how you doing, sir?
I'm sure you're the lip reader.
Okay. Well,
Murray back.
How you doing, Murray?
Good, thanks, yeah.
All right, then. Now, your time away, was this your first tournament away?
No.
In Helsinki?
Yeah, no, it's second time to America.
Okay. And
I mean,
you went to Helsinki, is it?
Finland, yeah.
Okay, dude. Yeah. And how did you find the experience?
Oh, it was amazing, yeah. Real eye-opener.
Okay, then. I'm glad he said that. And as we move along, I'll just moonwalk on over here to the side. All right, then. And your name is still?
Pearl.
Pearl, what a name. What a Pearl. Now, Pearl, can you tell us a little bit about your experience over in Helsinki?
Well, I had a great experience. My first time ever away with a sporting team. First time ever really seeing what I could do as an individual sporty person so late in my life. So I'm really grateful to have had the opportunity to do this. Fantastic. It sort of broadened so many parameters for me. The way I thought about myself, getting my body right, learning a new skill, heaps and heaps of advantages. Learning how to visualise for success, practising, getting out there and doing all the sausage sizzles, fundraising.
Kicking a bit of butt. Yeah.
Fundraising, all this in preparation, but actually over there with other people from about a dozen other different nations was such a thrill. And then I was selected to be the flag bearer, and that was one of the highlights of my life. Carrying the Australian flag, it was just fantastic. And then I was the first person on the team to get a medal, and I didn't even expect to get a medal at all.
Woohoo!
That was really fantastic for me. The camaraderie, working hard, all the stuff that you think of. It was most positive, and it was an experience I'm glad I put so much in because I got heaps out.
Oh, that's brilliant.
She's very modest, but Pearl had also just done a CD called Awakenings, and it's a wonderful CD, and I actually got her singing in Finland promoting it.
Oh, wow.
She's a star singer as well.
Well, I think we're going to have to have her sing us out to the break at some point.
We'll sing you Amazing Grace if you'd like it to finish.
Oh, okay, then. Well, thanks a lot. Now, all that and a promoter, too. Now, if you could tell us a little bit about your involvement with the program.
Yeah, I was picked as a reserve, and it was the most amazing experience to go over and watch this international competition and also play. It brought tears to my eyes, and they were tears of joy and happiness. It was fantastic, and I feel honoured to be able to have travelled with the team.
Oh, excellent. Now, how many people would we have been looking at in this tournament overall? How many competitors?
About 65.
About 65. Do you want that mic, Ron?
Want that mic? We're not going to get that mic away from this guy.
Give me 5 and move up. He wants it.
And as we move along, we're moving along to the big guys back here. How you doing, mate?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Oh, real good. Now, we were asking everybody about their experience. How many times have you been to these type of events?
Just once.
Okay, then, and how was it for you?
It was excellent. Really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed guiding this man here, and had a great time.
Okay, then, and I guess we better get to the man. We're live here. We'll just move. All right, and your name is still?
Ian, it's you.
Ian, it's you now.
Yep. All right, Ian said yep, so I guess that's his name. Yep. Now, a man of few words, you gotta love it.
All right.
All right, dude. Now, going over there and then being in the event, what did it mean to you, Ian?
It meant a lot to me. It just proved a point that older people can participate in world sports, not so much all the young ones as they all think. But one of the best experience I found over there was the fact that we all look like gigs because we all took winter clothes over and there was a heat wave over there. Yeah, the whole time we were there, I don't think the temperature dropped down below 30. Also, the change of foods was a little different, but not like old home foods.
Okay.
And it was an experience overall, competition-wise, location-wise, country-wide, and trying to pick up language, what people were talking about, saying, things like that.
Yeah, we understand that. We've got an action man on our team. We've been trying to understand them for 3 years.
Wayne, you watch this. We'll all say thank you in Finnish. You ready?
Ready?
Okay, then. Well, thanks a lot. We'll just swing on around here and get these other people. And your name is still?
Des Wellington.
All right, Des. And for you, what was the experience like?
Mate, it was just incredible. It was such a good experience. I bowl a lot of open leagues and that, as well as vision impaired, but I tell you what, this was just nothing, absolutely nothing could compare to it.
So was it a lot to get up for? Can you tell us a little bit about your medals here?
Yeah, I've got a silver for the double in the scratch, a silver for the double with handicap in the scratch, a silver for the three-man team scratch, and the bronze was four-man team scratch.
Oh, fantastic. So you were very busy over there.
Oh, yeah. It was 5 days of just intense competition and then lots of partying afterwards.
Oh, yeah. Well, partying is important now.
We were there for a good time, not a long time.
Okay, fair enough. Well, we got to get that in. Well, we'll just move on along. I feel like the crocodile hunter because I've got a cord, right? And I'm just snaking it on along. I'm hoping not to trip anybody. That's another story there, right? Anyway, and as we move along, your name is?
My name is Phil Lightbody.
Okay. Well, my body's been pretty heavy lately. I've been trying to cut down the calories, but it's killing me. But anyway, if you could tell us a little bit more about the experience for you.
Yeah, I went as the spotter guide for Murray here, so I was basically his eyes to line him up for each game and tell him what pins were left and try and get him lined up in the correct spot for the next ones to get down, as well as looking after the team in general, being as there was only 2 of us with full eyesight. Yeah, it was a great opportunity to see another country. I've travelled lots in my time, but Helsinki was one place I'd never been, so it was a great opportunity to get over there and check it out. And we got to see a little bit of the countryside after all the bowling and went to an island, and that was a lovely night out. And as Des said, we had lots of partying each night, so didn't get a lot of sleep, but we've slept since we got home. So yeah.
Sleep? What's that? You don't need that when you party, do you?
That's what you come back to Perth for.
That's right. Now, you have a medal as well, and can you explain a little bit about that?
Yeah, the medal we just received today actually is because both Harold and I were spotting for Ian and Murray. We didn't receive an official medal over there, so Ron's organised for us to get our own little medal with the details on the back engraved, which is great because as all the other blind events, the person who looks after them, whether it's a spotter guide or the caddy on the golf or whatever, gets a reward as well to show that, without our help, the blind person can't, achieve what they do. So.
Okay, now I know, like, sometimes I've been on events and we've taken out, like, young people for bowling, and when they're really young kids, they have those little side monitors that they put out so that you can't roll gutters and what have you. Is that involved, or they don't use that?
Wayne, you are talking big church.
I know, I almost got beat. I almost got beat up when he said that. But really, when I do it, I actually use those trainers so I don't roll gutters. So that's why I was asking. That's why I was asking. But that's just fantastic, really. And are there any sponsors anybody you'd like to thank in that regard, Ron?
Yeah, there's too many to thank actually, Wayne, because we had a full community project, thanks to you guys as well, putting it on TV. But there was a whole lot. I wouldn't want to say one because there's too many. Okay. There was hundreds of them, and by doing a joint award, we were able to get away. And we just want to thank everyone for that, because if you don't save them all, you're in trouble. But we'd just like to play you this tune, put it on. We'll show you what we did, because we are Australian and we're very proud when we go overseas. And all of your fellow guys over there of USA and that just were so impressed with us playing this tune before we went into a final event. This is what it sounded like from the Seekers.
And can we get a phone number real quick?
Yes, from the Association for the Blind, our number is 9311-8202. Ask for Ron Anderson. If you want to learn how to bowl, come to see us. If you want to come and help us in raising funds, see us as well. But thanks to you, Moose, and thanks to you, Wayne. This is what our motivation was. Are you ready to sing, Ron?
And we're going to go to a break.
Welcome back from the break, everybody, and having a great day here. We're still here at Brew It Malaga. Now I'm speaking with Eddie. How you going, mate?
Yeah, good, thanks, mate.
Awesome. Now, tell me about your invention here.
Well, I do a bit of kegging, beer kegging, you know, instead of bottling it, just put in the keg.
Yeah.
And anytime you feel like a beer, just pour it out.
Yeah. So what do? You just you keg. What size kegs do you use? And just tell us a bit about the whole concept here.
Well, the kegs are 18-litre keg, so there's 3 kegs to a brew.
Yeah.
And you just bring them down here, we fill them up, and take them home, put them back in your fridge, and connect them up and pour the beer out.
Tell us about how it actually works. Like you sit the keg in the fridge, and then you got the tap and the skill like that.
Yeah. Well, the keg goes in the fridge. The keg is connected to your tap, and basically you get a bottle of CO2, plug that in to pump the beer out, and then just put your glass on the tap and pour it out.
Now, we were talking a bit before, you said it's better in the keg instead of bottling it. Why is that? You said without the CO2 in it.
Oh, well, no, if you bottle a beer, you get a bit of air in it, and air's got oxygen, so oxidises the beer. But if you keg it, the air is flushed out of the system, and you've got CO2 in the keg, so it lasts much longer.
Okay.
And the beer stays fresher.
Now, you actually make these for people if they're interested in buying them, do you?
Yeah. I do these setups, yeah.
And if anyone out there's watching and they think, I wouldn't mind getting something like that because I brew a bit of beer, is there a number they can call?
Yeah, my phone number is 0419 044 220, and I'm in Bellagura.
Awesome, mate. Now, also in the year 2000, you said that you won an award for WA?
Yeah, I was the first West Australian ever to win the Australian Championship brewing. Yeah.
And what does that entail? How'd you go about winning that?
Well, you brew home brew, and then the competitions are in WA, and the winners in WA go to the Australian Championships. And I managed to win a first, a fourth, and a 10th in the Australian Championships. Yeah.
And what's it actually judged on? The taste of the beer, or what kind of qualities do they look for?
Oh, the taste, the quality, the clarity in the beer, how the head retains. Basically a good beer. Yeah.
You've been brewing it for quite a long time?
Yeah, I've been doing it for quite a while now. Yeah. And the reason I do it is because I can't drink the other beer.
Because of the preservatives and stuff gives you a hangover?
Well, very bad hangover. Yeah, I used to get very sick, very sick. And
I knew
this beer here I can drink, quite a bit and still feel quite good.
I knew exactly what you were talking about this morning. I was a bit sick in the head, and then we were told we're going to a brew, so I was all happy again. It's all good.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for your time. Pleasure talking to you. And one more time for the phone number, if anyone does want to give you a contact call.
Yeah, 0419 044 220.
Awesome. Thank you very much for your time, and we're going to catch up with one of the other guys in a minute. But before we do, just want to show you actually what's inside the fridge here. You can see he's got the keg down the bottom. And can you just tell us a little about the hosing and the parts here?
It is only a sample fridge. It's got a keg. There's an internal tap and an external tap that the hose connects to.
Yeah. Where's the gas come from?
Oh, the gas comes from the back here.
All right.
There's a gas bowl and a CO2 regulator, and that pumps. There's a little hole in the side of the fridge which feeds the hose through to the keg.
Awesome. Sounds good. I think I'm going to have to come over to your house one day and sample it.
Oh yeah, that's my fridge with 4 taps on it. So there's 4 different beers on tap in my place. Yeah. So yeah, you can have a good time.
Awesome, mate. Yeah, we're going to go catch up with the boys. So stick with us.
Well, after a few beers, the common tone around here is, oh, well, thanks, James. And what I found out is after a few beers going in here, it's a madhouse, and as James is on the mobile, he'll pay for that. I find that a lot of people are asking basic questions like the meaning of life, who's your daddy, and stuff like that. But I'm going to talk to these guys, because when you're speaking of balls, we have the Balls Golf Club, and you got to have enough balls to actually play in this club. So how you doing?
Doing very well, Wayne. How are you?
Oh, very good. And your name is still?
Dale Chaplin.
And Dale and?
Jeff Zunchins.
And John Zakos.
All right, then. I see you guys have been looked after. Now, can you tell us a little bit about the club?
Yeah, it started about 16 years ago. Obviously, you got to have them to be in it.
Got to have balls, right?
Exactly.
Okay. All right, then. And 16 years ago, the club's still going. What do you think has kept it going, besides for free piss?
Yeah, that helps. A bit of good camaraderie, and and some. We're all equally placed as golfers, Sunday hackers, but good fun.
Okay, then. So there's a lot of golf ground being tore up today. Now, how did you shoot today?
Runner-up in the championships. I beat Chapel. We have a bet for a Boddington every week, and the score moves up to 9-7. I'm still behind.
Okay, then, yeah. Well, good on you. I guess you guys are going along. Now, how many people are in your golf club?
20 P's.
Okay, then. Now, where do you guys have a set place you usually play, or?
No, I play different golf courses every week. So someone's appointed to book, and off we go.
All right, then. 16 years experience. Which course do you like playing the most, and why?
I'd say Sun City would be my favourite golf course. Very challenging, plus a lot of the wildlife's there each morning when you go and play.
Okay, then. Well, we got a lot of wildlife working on this show, too, so don't worry. We got a moose. We got all kinds of stuff going on back there. Now, what do you enjoy? What's your best course?
Sun City would rate up there. Meadow Springs I like, and I like that because I actually came good on one occasion and actually took off a championship there. So.
Wow, excellent. Now, and what was the name of this championship?
This one was the Winter Championship, played over the last 2 weekends.
Oh, good on you. And yourself, what's the best for you?
Any course, mate, that you can get out of home with 3 kids, man.
All right, then. All right, that's a good point. I hope your wife heard that. No, anyway, thanks a lot. And now, is there a phone number somebody else wants to get involved with this club? You know, people like myself or whatever.
Yeah, they can phone me on 92475055 at any time, and we can sign them up.
Oh, good on you. Well, thanks a lot, guys. I usually see this guy behind bars because I do some work out of Rangeview, so it's nice to see him with, without the number across his chest. Anyway, thanks a lot, guys, and we're going to move along to a story that was happening up in Chidlow. It was the West Australian Junior Motorcycle Championships that was held up in Chidlow.
Hi everybody, it's Moose here, and as you can see, it's persistently coming down, that's for sure, the rain is. And I'm talking to our good friend here, and it's Teresa. Hi Teresa, how are you?
Hi Moose, good, thank you.
Tell us where we are and what's going on.
Well, we're at the Chidlow racetrack, which is called the Eric Walter Park in Chidlow, and we're here for the Nationals, which is the Junior National Championships.
So we've got people from all over, just Western Australia, or all over, because it's nationals from everywhere, is that right?
This is from everywhere. We have some even from New Zealand, South Africa, where else there, but all over Australia. We've met quite a lot of people from Queensland, Victoria, Sydney, so there's a large contingent here from all over Australia.
It's a shame about the weather, but I've been talking to a few of the riders. They're certainly not unhappy about it. They enjoy the slip sliding in the mud and everything. And as we were driving through here trying to find a parking spot, because even though it's a wet, rainy day, it's not easy to park, the trucks and the buses from from Broome and from Darwin and from just everywhere.
Yeah, I was talking to one young rider yesterday. He was from Cairns, and he made his way here by flying to Darwin and then meeting up with someone, and they drove down. So several families came together, and yes, this the kids would love this weather. This is what they like, this winter sport weather.
Sure do. Now this is going all week long. And it'll finish this Saturday. And now, how often is this done?
The Nationals, I don't know how often they're done. I'm sorry. Let's
say every year. Let's make it up.
They could be every year, but I mean, we don't get them that often. The last time it was in WA was, I believe, 98.
Wow.
So that's every 4 years, and we don't always get them here. I believe next year there's talk that it's in South Australia.
Okay, right.
So it must be every year.
Right.
Yeah, and but we meet here on an average of either once a fortnight, once a month.
Right.
depending on the calendar, of course.
And the weather.
And the weather. And the club has what they call points days. The kids run for sports, for points. But then they have what they call open, and then they come from all over the country, like WA. You get the local ones from Collie, Manjimup, Bunbury, that sort of thing. But this is a big event for Chidlow.
Okay, it's called the West Australian Junior Motocross Club. So what kind of ages is classified as in the juniors?
Well, they're not allowed to start riding until they're 4. So they start at 4.
Yeah, let's hold them back at least for a couple of years, yeah.
Yeah, they start at 4 and they ride here till they're 16.
Yeah.
And then when they turn 16, they become a senior.
They go professional and ride all over the world.
I think they would like to go professional, but yeah, they have to go to a senior club then. But no, they start when they're 4 and all the little peewees go out and they really enjoy it.
Now you've got actually Robert, your granddaughter and grandson out there having a go. How are they going so far?
Not too well today. Sarah was due to go out when that downpour came, and she did the service lap just to,
Looked like she'd been swimming in a mud hole by the time she got out.
She said it was dreadful out there, so she wouldn't race, and that's unusual for her.
Yeah.
But yes, I've got 4 grandchildren that ride.
All right.
3 of them are riding here,
okay.
1 in a peewee class, and Robert in the 85, and Sarah's on an 80. But they, see how they go. And with weather like this, anything can happen. But they thoroughly enjoy it, and we enjoy coming with them and having fun with them.
And something that really gets to me is, even though it's like not the greatest of weather, the crowd you have such a huge crowd all over the place here.
Oh yes, we get a wonderful crowd here.
Yeah.
And Chidlow has a good name for a track and so on. So yeah, we have quite a good amount of people turn up for anything here. And this has been a good crowd today, even with the weather bad. It's been really good.
And of course we see great canteen stuff. Actually, some people you'd like to say thanks to?
Well, we do have a wonderful canteen. They're all volunteers. My husband is the coordinator this year, and we've had a great time in the canteen, and we've had some wonderful help from some wonderful people.
Yeah.
So,
I got some of these guys here give me a bit of stick. You can get these guys, Tony. They're on about the mullet. Is that right? Is that what you're on about, the mullet? Is that what it is?
Oh, the mullets, mate. If I can watch you on TV, mate, the Manjimup is sweet as, boy.
Yeah. Now, is it a jealousy thing? You guys wish you could have the grey mullet as well, or what?
I've tried growing it, doesn't work. My hair just doesn't go that way. It always goes to the front, I get the fullet.
Yeah.
People don't like that.
What's it called, a fullet?
Yeah, apparently, I don't know. That's what people call me, I don't know.
Thanks a lot, guys. Having a good time? Having a good time?
Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah.
Good.
Yeah, have a good one, mate.
Thanks, mate. All the best, guys. Thanks for watching. Sorry about that. We just kind of got in the middle of all that. Now, someone would like to know a bit more about it. How do they find out? Obviously, they go to the phone number, which we'll put across the screen.
Yes, ring the secretary, Mrs. Tricia Redhead, and ring her, and she will post out all the details to them, give them all the entry forms or whatever they would like, and so on.
Trish Redmond, wasn't it?
No, Redhead.
Okay. I wrote it wrong.
Trish Redmond is, as far as I know, she does some secretarial
thing. She's involved, yeah.
She's involved, but she's not the secretary of the club. The secretary of the club is Mrs. Tricia Redhead.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
All these Teresa's and Trishas and all that. But the big thing is that everybody comes. It's in an organized manner. They're all going in the same direction. There's medical here. You got all your volunteers around the track. It's good for kids, isn't it?
It's wonderful for the kids. They have a great time, and the camaraderie is wonderful, and they form such good friendships, and it's good fun for them, and yeah, we couldn't work without the medical staff. We couldn't run without them. They're very, very wonderful people.
Thanks a lot for talking to us again, Teresa.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And all the best. So if you got some kiddies, you want to get them involved, bring them down.
Howdy everyone, I'm the Action Man, and I'm here with Dave. Now, how are you today?
Very well, thanks. Enjoying a cold beer.
Now, what could you tell us about the jumper you're wearing?
Oh, it's a Manjimup Motorcycle Club jumper. It was formed in about 1950. I was in Manjimup in those years, and
Now, from what I hear, you had a great deal in setting up the track that's down there. What could you tell us about that?
Well, before they moved to Cozy Creek, they used to do their scrambling in 1950, 52, 53 at a place behind Bunnings, and next to Bunnings was a cemetery, and obviously that the noise was upsetting the people, and so they moved, and we moved out to Cozy Creek, and I can remember the day, it's 50 years ago, we all went out there, we had fire rakes, and we raked this course around there, and that's the course it is today.
Well, if anyone's wondering, that's how it first started. So anyway, we've got to get to the gang, so thanks for talking to us.
You're welcome.
And let's see where we end up.
Well, Craig, you having a great time down here?
Oh, it's excellent, mate, down here at Brew It.
Good stuff, mate. Now, you and your wife are regular viewers of Balls and All. What do you think?
Yeah, mate, Mrs. loves it, and she loves you too.
That's good stuff. How you doing?
All right, all you brewers, I hope you've enjoyed the show from here. And I was told by one of the fellas here, being a moose, get your hand away. This is actually a Canadian idea, although I'm very proud Australian, nothing to do with Canada. Just they thought because my name's Moose, something to do with Canada, I don't know.
That's good. It's because of Moosehead beer, actually, Moose.
Is it?
Yeah, that's brewed in Canada.
That's,
I don't know how I know these facts, but...
I don't know.
Something about you and beer, buddy.
Yeah.
You seem to know everything
Now,
about beer.
what's happening coming up soon?
Well, coming up soon, I get to hold the mic. Thank you, little Mike. Basically...
Should we turn it off now?
I messed up. Anyway, coming up soon, we're going to have a human sacrifice. No, just kidding. Coming up soon, we're also going to have a rodeo, and that's going to be in the middle of August or near the end of August. It's going to be a fantastic show. Make sure you actually see it. There'll be a lot of riding going on.
That wasn't it.
Heaps of riding, yes.
What was Action Man just doing then?
What were you doing, Action Man?
I had to ride a bull once, so I went to the rodeo for the Action Man Challenge.
Well, you talk a lot of bull too, so I don't know what's going on there.
I do a bit of both, yes.
A bit of bull?
A bit of both, yeah.
Give it here.
Over this end of the table.
Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the show. Now, don't forget, too, our third birthday is going to be happening around the end of September. If you want to come to that, usually it's a bit of a hoot. And by the way, he had to go to the can before, not with the gang. And so, yeah, start letting us know if you're interested in coming. Email us or write us or whatever, P.O. Box 431 in Bassendean. And I hope you've enjoyed the show. Go away! Wayne's trying very hard to grow a mullet, as you can see, because he feels it. Now that we're mulletless.
We're mulletless. We have nothing to say. What we're thinking about is next week, look for us to have hats on and big mullet wigs. We're gonna get it back in style.
And for your viewing pleasure, we're going to actually turn Wayne's wig around the other way so you can enjoy it. Anyway, we hope you've enjoyed the show. We've had a good time here at Brew It, where they put on the free beer and the sausages.
Good, yes. And James is still standing at the free beer.
And I hope that if you're a brewer, you picked up some tricks. If not, give them a call. I'm sure they'll be happy to help you if you're doing your own thing at home or whatever.
Or if you're a drinker, pick up some good tips.
Yes. Yes.
Like that beer fridge. That was a good idea, I thought.
Yes. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching before it gets too long. And the name of the show is
Balls and All.
Catch you next week.
Balls and All would like to thank the following.